Did James Comey lose his head to a guillotine? No, that's not true. There's no credible evidence the former FBI director was executed. The website that published the report is known for making false allegations and has a disclaimer warning readers not to take its content too seriously. The same site previously reported that the military arrested Comey, a claim that led stories found to be false. The execution claim appeared in a story, published by Real Raw News on June 30, 2021. Titled, "James Comey Loses His Head to Guillotine," it opened, quote, "On Monday morning, former FBI Director James Comey died of natural causes. His heart stopped beating after a guillotine blade severed his head." As reported previously, on June 4 the Office of Military Commissions found Comey guilty of murder and treason and decreed that he be decapitated on or before Independence Day. At 11 a.m. Monday, the U.S. Navy Judge Advocate General's Corps fulfilled that promise, with Vice Admiral John G. Hanning presiding over a brief ceremony ahead of the execution. End quote. Users on social media saw this title, description and thumbnail, quote, "James Comey loses his head to guillotine. Real Raw News on Monday morning. Former FBI Director James Comey died of natural causes. His heart stopped beating after a guillotine blade severed his head." As reported previously, on June 4 the Office of Military Commissions found Comey guilty of murder and treason and decreed that he be decapitated on or before Independence Day. At 11 a.m. End quote. The story cited an anonymous source familiar with the event. That lack of transparent, on-the-record support raises red flags, as does the fact that the story was published by Real Raw News. Real Raw News has a long history of publishing false claims, many of which revolve around supposed convictions and executions at the naval station Guantanamo Bay in Cuba. For example, it reported that Hillary Clinton was hanged. She wasn't. It said that former White House Chief of Staff John Podesta was executed. He wasn't, and it reported that the military convicted former Attorney General William Barr on charges of treason. It didn't. Significantly, Real Raw News has said that the military arrested Comey. It didn't. Under federal law, a military arrest of a citizen would be highly unusual, as such actions are generally prohibited under the Posse Comitatus Act. The website for Real Raw News includes a disclaimer that warns readers not to take its content too seriously. Specifically, it says, quote, "Information on this website is for informational and educational and entertainment purposes. This website contains humor, parody, and satire. We have included this disclaimer for our protection, on the advice on legal counsel." End quote. Lead Stories has covered claims published by Real Raw News in the past. See here for all of our previous debunks.